Blake, what is the key if you want to improve on getting the play into the sideline, getting it to the team on the road, from the SEC standpoint in this game? What needs to be improved as you look back on the two previous road games?
I say just learning our signals better and just communicating. Because we love talking to each other, but we got to take it to the field and try to be more vocal with each other. So that's the main thing that we're going to try to do this week as we practice and try to be more vocal instead of, like trying to keep our bases into ourselves.
Did you feel better in the Arkansas game than you did Ole Miss from that standpoint?
I felt the same. One thing I can say I felt great about is that we came together when things wasn't on our side. How we stood together, we didn't separate from each other, we didn't point fingers. We just came to each other with open arms and said, hey, we got your back.
I imagine a lot more positivity around the building as opposed to this point last week. Just have you had any time to look back and reflect on the game you guys put out there?
We really have a 24-hour rule, and the main thing, we just try to think of next week. We have a good game coming. Tennessee is a great opponent. They have improved in all shapes and forms, and I feel like it's going to be a good game, and hopefully we can bring last week's practice into this week.
I'm sure you and the rest of the roster knows the Lane kid from Dynamic going back to Knoxville. How does that play out this week? How aware do you think the team is of that? And is it one of those things where you kind of go out there and put on a show, I guess, in some ways to protect it?
Yeah, this is probably a very a big game for him, and we want to go out and just try to do our best, but we're not going to try to overdo it. We're going to try to take one play at a time, and if it's a good play or a bad play, we just say, hey, that's the last play, let's move on to the next one.
Like, what have you learned about how, in your first year as a starting quarterback, about just how magnified everything that you do is? Whether it's something great or whether it's something like the quarterback sneak that didn't work or whatever. What have you learned about how people make a big deal out of everything when you're the Alabama quarterback?
All you can do is learn from it. The main thing I try to do is just try to move on to the next thing, because you only remember as your last play. I try to keep the team, and the team tries to keep me focused and knowing that the next goal we got to do. And it doesn't really matter what other people say, because all I care about is the thoughts and the attitude that the people that wears the jersey with me and goes to war with me on Saturdays.
And Coach Saban mentioned a while ago that the energy, and that energy comes from you. How seriously do you take that?
I'll take it very serious. If there's any way that I can help the team be successful, but that's for me playing center. I'll do that. Even just being energized with the teammates. Nick Perry, he does a good job of doing it with him too. He trash talks to me and stuff like that, but it's good. It's good bombing him sometimes in practice.
Last one. And going off of that, Charleston was just up here, and you said there's a different dynamic of the sideline. Nick Saban allowed you guys to get a little hyped up on the sideline. Did you notice that? Did it feel good to kind of let some emotions out, I guess?
It felt real good because, we wasn't boxed in. Not saying that Coach Saban has us boxed in, but he knows that, hey, this is Alabama football, and it brings a smile on his face to see us have a smile. So he's like, hey, this is helping us win. Let's keep doing it. Like, let's keep going, guys. I got to jump up with you. Let's do it. Coach Saban's just all about Alabama football, and he loves us to the death. Like, he'll die for us at any time, and we're just happy to have him as a coach.
Thanks, Blake.